Can Yelp reviews destroy your business? So I'm going to continue the series where I talk to ChatGTP and come up with very interesting questions and try and learn from its answers to benefit local businesses with this information. So without further ado, let's activate ChatGTP. How much control does Yelp actually have over a business's reputation in 2025?
Yelp still has a ridiculous amount of control over a business's reputation in 2025, especially if that business relies on customer reviews. Their algorithm decides which reviews are worthy of being seen. So even if a business has tons of happy customers, Yelp might just bury those 5-star reviews while leaving a 1-star rant right at the top. And let's not forget Yelp's aggressive push for advertising. Many businesses feel like if they don't pay for ads, they mysteriously see their best reviews disappear. Yelp denies this, of course, but ask any small business owner and they'll tell you a different story. That said, it's not as powerful as it was 10 years ago. Google reviews have taken over a lot of that space, and many businesses now direct customers elsewhere. But if Yelp ranks high for your business on Google, it can still make or break first impressions.
So what's the best ways for a business to fight back against unfair Yelp reviews? Is it to create more citation listings like Apple Maps, Bing Maps, Google Maps, using Trustpilot and other platforms so they outrank your existing bad reviews on Yelp, and on the first page when people Google your business they see that instead? Is that what you're suggesting?
Yeah. That's definitely one of the smartest moves. If Yelp is hurting your reputation, drown it out with stronger platforms. Google Maps, Apple Maps, Bing, Trustpilot, these all give you more control over your business image. Google reviews especially have way more influence now, so getting good ones there can push Yelp further down in search results. But it's not just about creating listings, you've got to actively build them up. Encourage happy customers to leave reviews on multiple sites. If your Google listing has a ton of 5-star reviews, people will trust that over a few angry rants on Yelp. And if Yelp keeps filtering your good reviews, well, you can't force them back up, but you can respond to those hidden reviews, since the reviewer can still see it. That keeps them engaged, and might even encourage them to review you elsewhere. So yeah, the strategy isn't to beat Yelp at their own game, it's to make them irrelevant.
Is it possible for a business to be completely ruined financially by Yelp reviews if they don't take any precautionary steps, like creating more map listings so they outrank that, the existing Yelp reviews, so they don't outrank those reviews? And is it possible? Are there some realistic scenarios?
Absolutely. Yelp can wreck a business if they're not proactive, especially in industries where people rely on reviews to make decisions, like restaurants, salons, or local service providers. Imagine a new restaurant opens, gets a few bad Yelp reviews early on, and suddenly that's all people see when they Google the place. No one bothers to try it for themselves. Foot traffic drops, reservations dry up, and before they know it, they're out of business. Even worse, if a business gets hit with fake or malicious reviews and doesn't fight back, it can spiral fast. Customers trust that 3-star rating without realizing the business owner never stood a chance. And if Yelp is the only thing ranking when people search for that business, game over. This is why businesses need to diversify their online presence. If Yelp is your only source of social proof, you're playing Russian roulette with your reputation.
So how do you spot the type of customer that would be likely to leave a review when he walks in? This is just for fun. I just want to have a interesting thought experiment with you.
Oh, this is a fun one. All right, spotting a potential reviewer is like reading a social media post before it's written. There are a few key types. First, you've got the Instagram foodie. They walk in already holding their phone, like a film director. They take pictures of the menu, the decor, and of course, their meal from 10 different angles. If their latte has good foam art, that review is practically guaranteed. Then, there's the complimenter. This is the person who won't stop telling the staff how amazing everything is. Wow, this is the best burger I've ever had. If they say it out loud twice, they might just write it down later. On the flip side, the grumbler is the one to watch out for. They don't complain to the staff, but they sigh a lot, look around like they're searching for hidden cameras, and inspect their plate like it's a crime scene. You won't hear a word from them in person, but check Yelp later, and it's a 3-paragraph takedown. And then there's the elite Yelper. You'll know them, because they'll tell you, probably in the first 5 minutes. And they'll either become your best marketing asset, or your worst nightmare. No in between.
So what's the best way to prepare your staff for these people?
Alright, if you want to train your staff to handle these reviewer types like pros, you've got to turn them into review whisperers. For the Instagram foodie, make sure they get the most photogenic plate. Maybe even offer to take a picture for them. Boom, instant 5-star potential. For the complimenter, play into it. Oh, I'm so glad you love it. We'd really appreciate it if you shared your experience online. If they're already gushing, just nudge them toward Yelp or Google. For the grumbler, you've got to intercept before they leave. If someone looks annoyed but isn't saying anything, a simple "Hey, is everything okay?" can sometimes stop a bad review in its tracks. People are way less likely to complain online if they've already had a chance to vent in person. And for the elite Yelper, just treat them like a VIP. Ask about their favorite dish, make small talk about other places they've reviewed. Basically, make them feel important. They love being tastemakers, so give them something good to write about. It's all about preemptive damage control. You're not just serving customers, you're managing your online reputation in real time.
Final question, do you think customers even trust Yelp anymore? And is it losing relevance, or is it still something people often check and still has a lot of influence?
Yelp is definitely less influential than it used to be, but it's not dead. People still check it, especially for restaurants, cafes, and service businesses, but they don't blindly trust it anymore. Too many stories about fake reviews, shady filtering, and businesses getting strong-armed into advertising have made people skeptical. That being said, Yelp still ranks well on Google, so whether people trust it or not, they see it. And if all they see is a 3-star rating, that first impression sticks. The real shift is that customers now cross-check reviews. They'll look at Yelp, but they'll also check Google, Instagram, and even TikTok before making a decision. So is Yelp still relevant? Yeah, but does it have the final say like it did 10 years ago?
No.
Not even close.
Thank you. Also, before you go, please check out my website, vortexranker.com, where we help local businesses around the world rank higher and optimize for Google Maps and local SEO. So just check it out. We have a free consultation with me personally for 30 minutes at a time most convenient to you of your choosing. So just if you want to talk to me and say hi and tell me about your business, just book a free consultation and we can have a nice conversation. Anyway, that's it. Take care.